Hey, it's Random Pop Culture News Freaker, aka Mr. Manny Wolverine Guys and Wrestling Towards this channel. As always, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and of course on Odyssey, Minds, etc., Reddit, and any social media platforms that I got. And of course, just in case I'm doing battle trap, hop into this channel for the shadow ban and all that stuff. Anyways, yeah, before we begin, just got to throw it out there. Like I said before, I said this for the longest time, I know. I was going to do video game industry news for a very, very long time. It'd be extremely rare once in a while for me. That's just one of those things. It's literally only been 3 weeks when I said that, maybe 3.5 weeks in a day. I don't know. But this to me personally, I thought it was pretty big ass important news because has a lot of ire over like world indications. See where Nintendo's gonna be going on pretty soon. So I'm actually playing some Nintendo music in the background, so I like classic PS1, PS2 drum and bass music that I'm playing right now. I'll leave the link down below. If you want to check it out, so it says Saudi Arabia increases Nintendo stake by 6%. Additional shares brought up by public investment funds. This comes from Tom Phillips from Eurogame. I know I've read from Eurogame a couple times here and there, but I said I was going to read from the information because it's kind of, I don't know, for some reason, and interferes the balance with like my computer for some reason, just makes it a little funky and clunky. I don't know. Oh yeah, before the beginning, was like 2 other things I was going to talk about real quick. One of them I'm definitely talking about, even though it happened like about Tuesday, Wednesday, a little bit of drama happened between us on YouTube. I even said to, I resubscribed to like September, October. I'll get to him in a minute. And he had a little bit of a, I'm not going to say beef or altercation with the dude originally from G4tv. You know how that thing did come to fire crap show badly on the internet, especially that whole thing late December 2021 or earlier last year, January 2022, when the chick Frost Curian, one of the rants is, Olivia Munn and Morgan Webb, they were not meant to be easy on the eyes for you. And everyone remembers that crazy fucked up meltdown that happened. Holy crap, it's like, anyways, yeah, links to script down below some music, and links to script down below some, one of the articles, and the other one's from the Gaff post or whatever. So, yeah, and then the other one I'm not going to get to, but I'll just talk about it real quick right now. Quick thoughts, views, and opinions on it. I didn't talk about it at all last year. I think it happened during the spring or summer of 2022 last year. This one chick gives me, not Cardi B vibes, but another chick like that. Her name was Sweetie or whatever. She wasn't the one who made it, but this thing that was a big giant trend I heard on TikTok. Granted, I have a TikTok, but I only use it as an account. No way in hell I'll ever put content on that. Fuck that. I do follow a couple tinfoil hat conspiracy theory stuff on there on the side sometimes, because there are a few, actually a good handful of people out there that are massively wide awake and truth seekers. That's great. That's good. I thought most of them were just a bunch of dumbass idiot Gen Zer kids doing little fucking dances and shit, which I didn't really give a rat's ass about. I mean, if you like the dances stuff, that's cool, but for me, that's just a waste of time personally. But anyways, in my own opinion, the girl that made the pink sauce range or whatever, she's gonna do it again, which is crazy as fuck. So I'll leave the link down below. My quick thoughts, views, and opinions on it. I wouldn't get it before people say, oh, it's because you're being racist to blacks and stuff. No, it's not it. I don't know. Like, granted, I don't really trust anything the FDA and the ATF and all these other big giant government corporations, organizations say. Because a lot of that shit, they probably just feed you poison and you wouldn't even fucking know it. Not even just because it got regulated or unregulated. It doesn't matter if it gets regulated or not, because you're still taking a fucking chance of dying from whatever freaking fast processed food you're supposed to eat. And granted, I'm gonna say I'm a victim of it. I'm kind of already knew that for most of my life. But it is what it is. But let's get into this. This is from January 12th. I know it came out a few days ago. So yeah, let's begin. The Saudi Arabia, man, it's insane. So 6% of Nintendo is now open to Saudi Arabia's public investors meeting. Fun. Financial scheme set up by the country's highly controversial, I didn't know that, Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The state's growing stake has risen from 5.01% and may last from when the word of investments first surfaced to 6.07% now. At the time, Nintendo said it learned that the investment from the news reports has been declined to comment further. Of course, we're going to do that. Any corporate billionaire business dollar company, besides even video game industry shit, This is beyond Microsoft, Xbox, and Sony and shit like that. They're gonna be tight-lipped about that no matter what media tries to press in, or mainstream media, whatever you want to call it. Even like small independent man in the street dudes try to like say, especially like those other dudes like Project Veritas, like they're always gonna try to keep quiet for what type of businesses and practices they're running, whatever projects they got like in store for the future. That's just how they run stuff. And I'm not a businessman. I'm not a banking account. I'm not even polar opposite of that. But I'm not like out of the loop, completely out of it either. But I'm not professional. I'm not trying to give people business advice. Just far from that. I'm almost like a size of a reptile, small little baby when it comes to that shit. Personally, that's not my field of expertise. But let's move on. Also goes on to say that this latest updates come from Nintendo owner via report Retros? I can never say this thing, returns or retours. We contact Nintendo for further comment. Yeah, for the further comment. Saudi Arabia's PIF, hopefully I'm saying it right, PIF, has invested heavily into the video game companies worldwide and now owns similar stakes like Capcom, Neox, Koei Tecmo, EA, Activision Blizzard. No, those were for the past few years. Also goes into Take-Two, plus a major. Oh, I didn't know they owned SNK. Wow. The idea behind the PIF or PIF, however you say that, is that it acts as a long-term investment fund from Saudi states as the world slowly moves away from its dependence on all this other stuff. Now it's starting to get into politics, so I don't care too much about. As well as more respectable business like for the other countryside, despite Prince Mohammed bin Salman's own reputation. The crown prince has been blamed. Ooh, okay. Nah, I'm not even getting any of that, but ooh, yeah. He starts talking about way more hardcore politics stuff and a lot of IRL shit there. His poor human rights with the whole thing. I guess it was against hardcore LGBTQ stuff, whatever, which I'm not surprised. That part of the world in the Middle East, hey. I'm not gonna say they're old boomers and stuff, but they kind of are when it comes to that whole type of concept. And it's kind of fucked up, but that's just the way they treat, especially with the women like that. It's fortunate. So it's just they criminalize their punishment ranging from floggings to the, it's gone, passing away penalty. Yeah, so overall thoughts, views, and opinions, yeah. Not really much to say. Like I said, not trying to get too much into Nintendo stuff anymore, not Nintendo, but like video game industry stuff anymore like I used to, but I don't know if it's a smart business decision or it's a stupid business decision. For Nintendo, it's probably going to be real different because they're going to, at the end of the day, they're going to be the company that's going to be making all that bread, the butter, the cheddar. However you even want to say the concept of money, what currency is in this day and age, which, in my personal opinion, not to get too far deep down the rabbit hole, right, Kate? The truth of community shit, I don't think it's going to be the cryptocurrency of Bitcoin. It may be, but in a different form. But I start steering too much from that, it's going to sound very religious and all that, so I'm not even going to touch that subject at all, point blank period. I don't know. It might be something else. Like, it might be, to me personally, I'd probably just get silver. And then it could be gold and silver, like actual legit gold and silver. I'm not even talking about Pokemon games, I'm talking about legit, actual, physical silver. I'd probably get that one, was probably cheaper. And I swear I'm not trying to be, you need to invest your stuff in gold and silver. You could if you want. But it's probably just going to be, I don't know. It's a word that rhymes with dart and another word that rhymes with shark, but it starts with an M. I feel like that's going to be the end-all, be-all currency. That's how I'm going to wipe out old-school physical paper. And I ain't going to get too much into that, but let's get into this one real quick. This freaking meltdown real quick. This boy Adam Sessler. It's insane, man. There's a few tweets on here. I might read a few of them, but the man, I kind of like, the reason I didn't talk about him last year, not because I was defending him or any of that stuff. I just feel like that dude, he really, really needs help big time. And it's from a few tweets here. So it's from Lofty Pixels. Adam Sessler hit rock bottom due to his 9-hour-long ugly Twitter meltdown today and openly admitted hating all gamers. This is from January. Hey, even though that one was from like last year, I think. He started doing a little seal clap thing. Oh, there's another one. I know there was. Oh man, gamers are stupid. So that's messed up, man. Honestly, there was another tweet over. But Like I said, you can read it from me from Neoga. If you want to check it out yourself. I don't know though. Oh yeah, I'll say this is the one where he got in the beef with this other dude, RDT85. You know, it's something else. And this is real bad. This, I guess, is the one that posted. Oh, this was on Tuesday. I thought it was Wednesday last week. It says, I like how completely deranged and insane a dude like this still welcome with open arms by games, media, and publishers. He was, I guess, on Kind of Funny Games like a month ago. Oh, I remember that. And this is just a little tirade tidbit smack talk that he was getting into. He was getting into a hissy fit with somebody else, I guess. I don't know. It's what some people call dick measurements. I don't know. Just ask him out, just pretty proud of something. Considering how finding a house cleaning in the district has federal funding, that I already have such a horror of your daughter to make ends meet while I drive by life. Damn. And the other dudes are just roasting him. He says, I wonder if Adam Sessler is proud of his role in killing G4tv within a year and being brought back. It says, grown man resorting to your mom clap. This is how grown adults cope. IG. Wow. I guess IG. I guess instead of Instagram. Dang. And then the other dudes are just responding, oh wow, we're so embracing stereotypes and unironically using that word against us. An insult for people to disagreeing with us. I guess it rhymes with Yahtzee. Adam, we're over here being adults, and maybe you could also grow thicker skin and not lower ourselves to your mom jokes just about. Dang, I just roasted this fool. This is a really big one here. See if I can get through most of this. This is from, hopefully I'm saying this right, Ambassador. Dude needs to start therapy while getting off here. Says, yeah, honestly, I feel bad for Sessler, and G4T was a huge part of my childhood. And dude really cared about what he did. He loved games and often fought back against some of the boneheaded choices G4tv made. More than sure the best game coverages can provide, but it is clear he really needs a break from the web. I got rid of my social media accounts for this reason and lost my filler, however you say that, and just ran. I realized that I wasn't healthy, and it wasn't a good way to deal with some of the deep-seated issues, his deep-seated issues. Sessler's a good dude, and his heart is in the right place, but let's be honest, I don't think anyone would have thought that G4 revival would last. G4 was a great source of gamers news in the early days, but as games coverage are become more ubiquitous in places like YouTube and Twitch, its audience waned in despair. There's simply no need for a cable television channel devoted to games coverage these days. Anyways, I hope Sessler doesn't stop making content and value his opinion and voice, but maybe he should just do it on his own. Yeah, overall thoughts, views, and opinions on that. And to a certain extent, I mean, it wasn't a huge part of my childhood. It was more like my junior, senior year when I was watching G4tv at the time, because at that time we had to get like HD digital cable, high definition digital cable to watch G4tv. And at the time, I was still living with my family, my parents at the time. Like, I'm not gonna say we're too poor to get it. Because mainly I was on the internet a lot, especially at that time. I was watching a lot of shit on Newgrounds, the old school version on YouTube, a few other places here and there. That used to be like, even Daily Motion is still around, but things changed a lot since then. And a lot of the live streaming places, like when Blog TV and Stick came to be a thing in the beginning years of 2007, 08, I think when Twitch TV way back in the day, it was called Justin TV. I didn't really go on that, but I heard stories here and there, like you were able to watch full-length movies at the time free in that place, and listen to free music and all that shit. The internet was a whole different thing at that time, mid-late 2000s. Anyways, that's all I gotta say for now. I'm out of here. And yeah, links down below. If any people don't remember Adam Sessler was, that's the dude right here, just in case. Dude, unfortunately, he lost his shit big time, man. Peace out once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros and damn boys and fingers, as always. Talking to Mortys, I'll see you when I see you guys today, good night, wherever the universe out there is, multi time change, really numb. Anime manga news, which is drama news, rarely video game news, new on must news, and of course, randomized pop culture news, and that's it. And of course, action review videos, hopefully once every week or 3 to 4 times out a month, that's it. Peace out, my sauerkraut, ladies and mice, see you flip side, take it easy, goodbye.